Got on to Family Search the other day, and there is a new layout, a new design for the person page in Family Search. So this video will show you what the differences are, and I hope you will enjoy it. In this video, I want to just show you this new page, this new design. It's really not too different, but I think like when I got on, I was like, oh my goodness, it looks so different. So a few things I want to show you here is if you don't like this or you're uncomfortable with it, you can go back here, use the previous version. And I'm not going to click on it, I just have it over here on another tab. If you click on it, it brings you back to this version here that we've had for quite a while. I'm learning with Family Search. It's very common to have changes, and I actually like these changes. The very first one is they've added this About page. So you go here and it gives a brief life history of the person, and they've just taken the information from different records and created a little life history here. But you can go to the photos and memories here. It tells you the parents and siblings, spouse and children, and it gives you the timeline right here. And I think a lot of people didn't know about the timeline. I have a video on the timeline, which now is a little out of date because of the new setup, but it'll give you the basic information on how to use the timeline if you watch that video. And then sources and name of meaning of Ireland and Alfred, possible related names. And they give you other options that you might be able to look for the name. Anyway, so I think that's pretty cool to have that. That was not there before. When you go to details, it is basically set up the same way. There's a few differences, so I'm going to go back and forth between the two screens. We have the vital section, and here you have the vital section. Now notice life sketch is not there, right? At least not up here. It has this vitals, that's the very first part. Then we have other information, and here you still have other information. You have these little bars to hide it or view it. Family members, and you have spouse and children, parents and siblings. Okay, that part is the same, that really hasn't changed. But on here, down here, we have brief life history. So this is where that life sketch is right here. They call it brief life history. I think here they just said life sketch, and some people use this area to make very, very long sketches of the person, like a biography, and they just want it to be a brief one. And so I think that's the reason for this. That's my guess, the brief life history. Now let's go over here to this side. We have the research helps. Same thing, just looks a little different. And then you have search records also. Same thing, just looks a little different. And then they've added notes here. Well, notes can be found under Collaborate. If you go to Collaborate, right here, you get notes and discussion. And they've added that here, I think because they want people to write notes, things that they've found. And I will show you here in just a minute something I've done recently that I found, and I put a note on it. Then they have latest changes. Okay, we have latest changes. I also have a video on that. And then they have tools, possible duplicates, similar people, merged by ID, report abuse, and delete. And it says unavailable. Sometimes you cannot delete a person because of some of the work that's on there. Okay, we have tools, my layout setting, sources, possible duplicates. So we have a few things that are different. We have the sources here, but pretty much it's the same. Now notice this has the print here, and this one has the section on print, but here you've got the print. So if we click on that, it gives you those options there. So that's one of the differences. So there's a few differences, but it's pretty much the same. There's a lot of things that are similar with a few things that I think are better, like this About. But sources, collaborate, memories, and ordinances all were on the previous one. Same thing. We had the timeline here, but now you find the timeline on the About page, and you have sources, collaborate, memories, and ordinances. And then these, the view the tree, follow, and view your relationship, are now found up here. And this person's in the middle, not over here on the side. So that's basically the difference between the two pages. I hope you like the new one because I really do, and I think I think they've done a good job making the changes. Thanks for watching. Okay, I wanted to show you about the notes. Just a quick comment about this. You can get to notes up here at the top. It says collaborate, and you get notes and discussion. And I'm going to go back, and you can also get it over here now, show all. And I guess they just wanted you to know that you could just click here and add a note. So I was just going to show you here. I added under discussion. I could have put it under notes. I'm not sure the difference between notes and discussion. But I just wanted to show you that that is how you get to the notes. And it is important to look and see if people have put notes on here. I just put one on recently. This is some work on my husband's line. And there's a question with Sarah, whether was her name Headley or Murphy. Anyways, just wanted to show you. Happy hunting!